for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Indiana Pacers are ready to go. It's Wednesday night basketball. Live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harley. In the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Turner. Hill is out there with Paul George. Then there's Ellis. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. They grab their own miss.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And he's on the board early.
The first to strike there. Nice hoop.
Here's Toronto. Outside DeRozan. He dishes it to Lowry. Lets it fly. That one a little long.
You know, you can make a case for a lot of teams being elite defensively in the NBA, but if you just take pure numbers, last year the Pacers were really in a class of their own.
Now here is Hill, following the miss by Monte Ellis. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Hill.
This is going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Lowry and Turner with the block. There's the bucket. Good.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside, George on the wing. Hill. Turner with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Hill drives in. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Biombo takes to DeRozan. Gets the three-pointer to fall. DeRozan's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, class of their own is right for the Pacers. Second best points allowed, best imposing field goal percentage. I mean, they really did it all last year defensively.
Scooped up. Here's Hill. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Out to DeRozan, fires the 3, and that is good. DeRozan's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors. You mentioned the Pacers and their defense. It's something they take a ton of pride in.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, because they want guys that can defend their position without much help, because the system they play is predicated on being able to guard your guy one-on-one and then have good team help in the right places, and they do take a lot of pride in that part of the game.
Here's Lowry, following the basket by George Hill. Turner with the steal. Ellis outside, passes it to Hill. He kicks to George. Indiana moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ellis. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Deep 2 from Hill. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
They get the rebound. Valanciunas passes to DeRozan. Carroll kicks to DeRozan. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Yeah, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Hill. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Again, missing Hill.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit. George Hill, an efficient combo guard. He was acquired by the Pacers in a draft day deal back in 2011. That was the Kawhi Leonard trade, with Leonard, of course, going to the Spurs. It's a trade that benefited both sides.
And it's Ellis penetrating. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 12. That's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Hill, no good.
Man, I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahaney's checked in for Turner. Budinger comes in for Jordan Hill. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Hill. And it's Lowry penetrating. Shot from the wing. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Now, he hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Budinger, no luck.
Well, that's not really his game. I mean, he shouldn't be shooting the ball from out there.
The shot by Carroll, no good.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Here's Biombo.
How about that basketball, man? Wow. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Now here is Lowry. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's DeRozan with the drive. Tries to hit him. Blocked. But they'll get another chance. Carroll dishes to Lowry. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Paul George.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly. Oh, my goodness! High wire flying out there.
That'll drop your jaw.
Curtains, we can shut it down now. Because that one, we won't see anything better than that fella.
Oh, come on, Clark. Maybe he'll do it again.
No, he won't top that effort. No way.
I wouldn't put it past him, Clark. This guy's a crowd pleaser.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Stuckey kicks to Budinger. No good on the triple.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Outside Lowry. Shot is blocked. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Raptors out in front. They're up by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Budinger is out there with Hill. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Miles in at the 2.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
It's been a while since the Raptors were legitimately viewed as a threat in the East, but last year they were one of the top teams.
Yeah, and that was in a year, Kevin, where everybody assumed one of the New York teams would win the Atlantic. The Raptors were able to secure that division, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with going forward.
Ellis is checked in for Indiana. And so it's Indiana with it. Trailing here by 8. Stuckey can't get it to go. Now here's DeRozan. Not a lot of room. Stolen by Ellis. Indiana again missing.
And it all came together mid-season for the Raptors. They saw an opening in their division, and in the East they took it.
Carroll passes to DeRozan. Pulls it from the elbow. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
You know, it was really a strong in-conference record for the Raptors. And even though they bowed out of the playoffs to a division foe, they really did show they are one of the teams in the East to be feared this year.
Now here is Lowry. Outside DeRozan. 6 to shoot. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, how exciting is it, guys, to see him go hard to the basket like that? I love it.
It's always fun to see, and it's one of the sights you can count on when he's out there, for sure.
Yeah, but you've got to try to do more to slow him down. You can't play him so soft near the hoop.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Raptors leading by 6. Outside Lowry. And he makes good on the way.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Now here's Stuckey. Puts it up. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Oh, they're now +5. Wow. Oh, look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner comes in for Mahinmi, and George Hills subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, DeMar DeRozan with great size at the shooting guard position. Recently, he's looked to exploit that advantage in the post. He said, quote, I look at guys like Kobe, and as they started to get older, they got better in the low block. I looked at it as, quote, if I get better at it now, that's going to be a benefit for me later. Guys, he's already seeing the dividends paid.
Getting close range buckets and getting to the line, Doris. That's helping his efficiency. Thanks.
Kyle Lowry, an unrestricted free agent this offseason. Last year playing really well in a contract year. Question is, can he maintain that level of play now with this new deal?
Offensive rebound. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. Outside Lowry. Takes the 3. Good on the shot. Lowry's got 9. And Lowry, one of the more underrated players in the NBA, but he's also gotten into it with coaches in the past 2 games.
Yeah, you know, some locker room concerns. He can rub folks the wrong way, but I tend to always want to give the player the benefit of the doubt in this situation until you know for sure what the issues are. Nothing wrong with a little sandpaper coming from a player that's out there competing.
He feeds it to Carroll. Fader on the way. Pacers with the rebound. Ellis wide open. DeRozan with the rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Carroll kicks to DeRozan. Lowry against Hill. Left side Lowry. The shot will not go. Excellent D there from Hill.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
In the corner, Miles with it. Miles with another miss.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
And it's DeRozan missing.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Tries again. The shot by Turner, no good. Toronto leading by 10. From deep three-point range, Lowry can't get that one to fall. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Ellis can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
And it's the machine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. Paul George, he's checked in for Hill. And it's Budinger in for Ellis. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
1:16 left in the first half of the game. lot of positives, Steve, for the Pacers last year and how they started the season. And, Clark, you saw this firsthand every night, dominating early, but they did have a falling off point.
Yeah, after the All-Star break, they went from looking unbeatable to looking like just another team, but they were able to gather themselves just in time and make a deep playoff run.
With the Pacers, although they didn't end the regular season as they might have wanted to, they were still able to rest a number of players down the stretch and prepare for their playoff run, which ended up with the conference finals again.
Well, the Pacers were running away with the Eastern Conference last year, and I think they took their foot off the gas pedal a little bit second half of the year. They struggled at times, made some moves, but ultimately righted the ship and made a deep playoff run. And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Kicks it to Biyombo. Lowry against Hill. And it's Lowry penetrating. That is good. Lowry's got 10 points in the quarter.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Budinger, the pass to George. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Toronto leading by 5. Outside Lowry. DeRozan on the wing. And Valanciunas gets to Biyombo. Lowry from outside. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a tight game here as we end the first half.
Hey, Kevin.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Some fantastic numbers for DeRozan. He's got 16 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
Lowry and DeRozan, there's the backboard. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Carroll in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half.
Monte Ellis at 6'3" is certainly a gifted scorer. He played most of his career minutes at the shooting guard position. He gives up some size there, however, and that's been a challenge for him at the defensive end.
5 to shoot. And DeRozan kicks to Carroll. 3-pointer, Lowry. Pacers with the rebound. Hill's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's George, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Some hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
And DeRozan, here we go. Good. DeRozan's got 18 points in the game. And some have felt as a scoring combo guard, Ellis would be best as a 6th man. Steve, coming off the bench, what do you think?
I agree. As talented as he is, he's really kind of a combo guard. He's a nightmare matchup for a lot of players. But he's not a true point, and he doesn't have that size that you want at the 2-guard spot. So, to me, 6th man makes perfect sense.
Timeout called the Pacers. The Pacers making a switch here. Mahinmi's checked in. Pacers trail by 5. Hill dishes to Ellis. Looking to end his cold spell. Can't hit. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Lowry against Hill. Lowry passes to Biyombo. Here's Carroll. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Damari Carroll last season, a consistent starter for the first time in his NBA career. He really turned the corner with his three-point shot, providing a great complement to his high-energy play.
Let's go now.
Ooh, that was awesome.
Look out below. Indiana again missing.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
The drive by Hill. Can they get it? And it's Toronto with the rebound. Lowry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. DeRozan against Ellis. And it's DeRozan missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's George. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. George has got 12.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
It's stolen by Hill. Now the Pacers moving it up. But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Ellis with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Pacers. Stuckey comes in for George Hill. Lowry kicks to Carroll. The feed now to DeRozan. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
Lowry drives in, and Mahimi with the block. Here is Miles. DeRozan defending. And Miles kicks to Ellis. To the paint. And there's the rejection. Outside DeRozan. Shot is no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
The Raptors, one of the top defensive teams in the league last season. Not something we've historically associated with this franchise, but give credit to Dwayne Casey and his staff. I mean, we've got this young team competing at that end of the floor, and that's where it starts if you're going to be good defensively. You've got to want to play at that end of the floor.
And guys, you look at the progress defensively for the Raptors. Remember from 2009 to 2011, they were, Steve, the worst defense in the entire league.
It's one of the reasons they brought in Dwayne Casey, who was the defensive architect for the Mavericks during their 2011 championship run. That's a wonder, as we've seen Paul George go from good to great and then from great to fantastic the last couple of seasons. What's his ceiling? And with his size and skill set, there's very little that he can't do on the floor.
Raptors leading by 7. Feeds it to Ross. A 3-ball. And that one's good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
The part for Paul George, it's incredible to think that he was taken as late as he was in the draft. But as you said earlier, the ceiling is through the roof, and he's right up there with LeBron and KD as the best threes in the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. Really nice to watch his development because he's made progress each year. It'll take an incredible amount of hard work for him to surpass either of those two in the grand scheme of things, but I wouldn't doubt anything when it comes to Paul George's ceiling. It's just going to be a matter of his commitment to the work and staying focused on realizing his tremendous God-given ability.
Well, he won that battle, and in general, they're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if you can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second chance opportunities.
1:36 left in the third. Here's Joseph. And it's Miles with the rebound. Miles has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and Budinger kicks to George. Right side George. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. George has got 18 points.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Joseph with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Fires at the elbow. And he knocks down the jumper.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and
He drains those.
Here's Buttinger. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
Pacers trail by 9. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Expanding his range. Toronto grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And that basket is in from Caboclo.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Dishes it to Buttinger. The pass to Stuckey. 4 seconds left. Misses at the rim. Here's Joseph. Shot is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Raptors. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that is. Beautiful. On the court right now for the Pacers. We've got Ellis. Paul George is out there with Hill. Then it's Turner. And it's Hill in at the point guard position. And DeRozan. Here we go. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. George has got the ball. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. So it's the Pacers now. 11-point game. Right side, George. That's good from 17 feet away. George has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Indiana. And DeRozan. Here we go.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Here's Hill. Kicks it out to Ellis. It's stolen by DeRozan. Outside Lowry. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
You also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged virtually every shot in the paint.
Those are what we call confidence-building blocks.
And DeRozan. Here we go. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam. He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
And yes, sir, that one drops. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
Toronto leading by 15. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Raptors on defense. Pulls it up. Offensive rebound.
Well, it looks like
the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, and by my side,
It's time, everybody, welcome the Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City, land of the Thunder, in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, Steph Curry, of course, deadly from outside the arc, but last season he tried to improve his ability to get to the rim. In fact, he significantly increased his points in the paint last year. Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Westbrook, no good.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Thompson with the bucket.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Nobody near Barnes. And the 3 off target. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep. And then Durant with the jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
Bogut. And that one is stuffed right through. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful. Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Curry against Westbrook. Outside Curry. Off target on the 15-footer. Cantor with it. Durant, the pass to Cantor. Fires for 3. And again, it's good. Durant with a 3. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Oklahoma City on D. Outside Curry. The 3. That one's good. Curry's got 5 now.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
For 3, Durant. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Pass to Barnes. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. Thompson outside. Back to Curry. A second chance effort. To the left wing. For the 3. And he gets it to go. 8 points for him.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Trailing by 2. The Warriors, guys, with the acquisition of Andre Iguodala, possesses one of the elite starting fives, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, and the numbers prove that, Kevin. Their starting five was right there near the top of the league in terms of efficiency. And, the big thing is just getting the bench more involved and trying to get more continuity with that second unit.
Now Thompson, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And I think, last season, Warriors coaching staff tried to play the starters together to help develop their chemistry. But when the bench platoon went in, the other team typically took advantage and made a big run. So as the season wore on, the coaching staff went to a more blended lineup approach in an effort to keep more scoring on the floor.
That's good. And that's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. From downtown, the shot no good. Great D that time from Westbrook.
And the Warriors also making some moves to get more offense off the bench. Very resourceful front office, and they knew that was a priority.
The Warriors trailing. Curry with it. Feeds to Bogut. Back to Curry. Shoots from 12. Again, Curry missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Durant with it. Guarded now by Barnes. It's Durant with the drive. And